Behind that pristine white tent and the clinking of mixing bowls lies a story of laughter, camaraderie, and sometimes quiet courage. Imagine stepping into a world where measuring cups carry more than ingredients. They hold integrity, sanity, and sometimes the weight of knowing when to walk away. We frequently post videos on topics like this, so don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel to stay informed and never miss an update. When Sandi Toksvig stood beside Noel Fielding in 2017, she exchanged laughter with Paul Hollywood and Prue Leith and brought warmth to viewers across living rooms worldwide. Yet 3 years later, she made a surprising choice. The Great British Bake Off would have to continue without her, because sometimes staying true to yourself matters more than staying on air. Story begins. Sandi Toksvig's debut and departure. Sandi's debut wasn't just a hosting gig. It felt like greeting old friends through the screen. She had an easy charm, a quick wit, and that rare ability to make even the faint hum of a dough divider feel like a shared joke. But behind the scenes, something was shifting. In 2020, Sandi announced she was stepping away, citing other projects, but in a revealing conversation later, she admitted the truth. "I was just getting depressed, and it's about integrity. If you have integrity, then you can sleep." She spoke candidly about the endless repetition of long bakes reduced to mere minutes on screen, and the dissonance that brewed when your heart isn't fully in it. "I'm going crazy, a 5-hour bake, which is 20 minutes on telly, is 5 hours long." At the time, she sent a message across the airwaves that felt both gracious and final. Leaving not because of burnout, but for something deeper than contracts or schedules. It was about moral clarity, about saying yes to life without regret. Sadly, she also shared that she's no longer in touch with Noel Fielding, one of her tent mates and dear co-hosts. Paul Hollywood later expressed how much her presence was missed. He remembered her knitting tiny figures, writing scripts on the side, and always making time for a friendly chat. "I'm very fond of Sandi. I'm going to miss her," he confessed. And in that, viewers saw more than a show leaving a host. They witnessed the loss of a spirit that had burned bright. But life, much like pastry, is all about timing and renewal. By September 2025, a new batch was ready to rise, with familiar faces back in place and fresh stories waiting within the tent. New season 2025. Hosts, judges, and contestants. As autumn leaves start to fall, the 16th series of the Great British Bake Off begins anew on Channel 4, premiering on the 2nd of September 2025 in the UK. Across the globe, Netflix will bring the new collection to screens in the US, with episodes unfolding weekly beginning 5th September 2025. The dynamic quartet remains intact, Noel Fielding and Alison Hammond as hosts, with Paul Hollywood and Prue Leith returning to wield the whisk and the handshake. Alison, now firmly a fan favorite, brings her signature joy and empathy. Every pep talk feels like a warm hug from the telly. Inside the tent, a refreshingly diverse group of 12 bakers rolls up their sleeves. You'll meet Ian, an ex-powerlifter whose bread comes with beets. Jessica, the roller skating drag king who flirts with flamboyant flavors. And others from all walks of life, students, hairdressers, medical trainees, and passionate amateurs who embody the bake-off spirit. The promise? The iconic trio of challenges, signature, technical, and showstopper are all back. Expect creativity, nerve, tradition, and reinvention. Expect humor, clasped hands, and perhaps one or two unexpected tears as ovens beep and dreams rise. Yes, Bake Off has changed since 2017. The hosts have changed, the bakers have changed, but the heart of it remains. It's still about hopeful hands shaping dough, nervous glances at the clock, and that electric moment when the tent erupts in cheers. And maybe that's why Sandi's departure resonated so deeply, because it reminded us that this show isn't just entertainment, it's human. It's people trying their best under pressure, giving everything they have, and trusting that integrity still matters even when you can't taste your own bake. So as we lean in to watch the new season, remember this. Every bake is a story, every baker a narrator, and every swirl of frosting a chance to say, "This is who I am and I'm worthy." And maybe, just maybe, that's why we keep coming back, because somewhere between the flour and the fondant, we see ourselves.